Hello ladies and gentlemen, after a long hiatus, we are once again in Supreme Commander 2, and now we are on Chapter 3, the third campaign, A New Leader Emerges, on the second mission, The Trouble with Technology. So, let's get in there. So after not playing for a very long time, to be quite honest, I might be a bit rusty, but we'll find out. We'll see how it goes. We'll also see how this thing runs on the new PC. Obviously, Supreme Commander has a lot of stuff going on the screen, so we might see a drop in frame rate or not. We'll see how it goes.
I have arrived on the Gate World. However, I am picking up some strange readings in the area.
I do not recall these strange structures from my previous stopovers on this planet. Someone or something has been doing some remodeling. When I first discovered this planet some decades ago, I had one of my associates construct a small base. I did not, however, instruct him to build any type of research facility. Yet my readings indicate that the primary structure in this area includes a server and an enormous data center. I would very much like to capture its server core.
Don't we have more pressing matters to attend to?
My boy, do you not possess your father's sense of curiosity, his desire to peer into the unknown?
Father, my concerns...
Ivan, Shiva Prime will not disappear. Heaven knows the wayward Cybran Gauge will be unable to glean anything from it beyond acknowledging that it is quite shiny. Let us explore.
Right, so it seems like we're going to have to be quite defensive in this mission. There are already engineers on the other side making stuff. It seems like the frame rate is locked at 30, which is completely fine for you guys. Not so great for me, but it is moving around quite a lot, so we'll see how it goes. We are making these basic engineering blocks, the mass extractors, and they'll give us some power to go forward. Also energy coming through as well. We do need to look at our upgrades. Decreased building time and building cost is always a good start, since we are making a lot of buildings at the start. Defense is obviously key when we come up to things like this, so that's exactly what we're going to be working on. It may be worth actually pausing things to get this last mass extractor up. I will pause this dude after he's made this energy... what do they call them? Energy generator. Oh, it doesn't even matter. We're making it anyway. Lovely stuff. So, we will start as a means to go forward with defense over offense. As we can already see, they are setting up a lot of defenses around, so pushing forward is going to be quite hard.
Excessive quantity of defensive towers.
I believe there are a few bugs in the base's automated maintenance system.
Right, so what we're going to try and do is, because, well, we are not, we don't have any air units, we're going to try and take out these anti-air units using my big dude, basically my mech, the Armored Command Unit, or the ACU, and we're going to harvest them. We're going to try and get some more resources and everything from that. So, what we're going to do is that, and hopefully it should scavenge for us. If they start using and building land things, then we do have to make some exceptions and attack them first, or just run away, to be quite honest. And there we go. We're off to a good start, basically killing everything in our way. Can we get any more upgrades? This guy already has quite a lot of upgrades. Increased radar is pretty much useless right now. I did see a C on the way, so over here, so we will be focusing on that. Usually C units are very good in this game when it comes to sieging places. They are quite slow firing, long range, so taking out stuff from a distance is obviously a very good idea. The anti-air towers are still over here. I'm guessing they must have some land defenses somewhere, since it seems like the AI of this whole base is quite clever. So we might encounter a lot of people pushing forward. The engineers are once again coming in, and the good thing is they cannot convert this guy, which is why I'm basically using him instead of other things. Naval movement speed pretty useless. Training one, why not? We might as well. The turrets have started firing, which is a wonderful thing to see. And what we shall do is you might as well get on with the sea factory. And hopefully they don't come and attack me by sea. I know they can move by sea, but we'll see what happens. And we are finally getting some of that lovely scavenge that we wanted before. They're still making more anti-air towers. It seems pretty silly since I don't have any anti-air. I don't have any air, but what can I say? They are AI after all. They don't always get everything right. Research technology, executioner class, and jump jets. I'll get on that ASAP. It looks like we're getting attacked by some engineers, so it's definitely time to take them out. And there we go, wonderful stuff. They are trying to convert our things, so we do have to defend against that. So that is very much annoying, but so far so good. It looks like our defenses are definitely holding up to the task. And Ivan Brackman is doing well at getting stuff. We are on our way to creating some ships. We'll get all the upgrades for that building to try and at least build some defense for it. And we'll see going forward how well that does. We are actually getting a lot of resources, which is really nice. So after this is built, we will try and make some of these research stations to at least help us out. And hopefully Ivan can keep doing this job, because he's doing an absolutely wonderful job when it comes down to it. Hopefully you can see the graphical upgrade as well. Everything is set on high or ultra. Obviously zoom in right in on units, you can see how detailed they are, which is very much nice. Obviously YouTube compresses videos, so you won't always see the final image that I'm seeing, but it's still very nice even with that on YouTube. So we'll set up 3 research stations to get us going on the research front, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing. This wall it's basically building itself at this point, so this guy's going to take a very long time building everything that's going on, because, well, he's got a long way to go, and then I'll basically make a secondary wall to defend against anything that we're going to come up against. They are sending in more of these engineers, and, well, they're not going to survive too long, I'll definitely say that. As we can see, our ACU definitely punches quite a big hole inside of them. No point in that, some point in this. But the ACU right now, we might as well wait for that fall, and we'll upgrade it to basically make it to the tank that it should be, and it can push forward and help us out. It would be nice to get another engineer actually, so what I'll do is I'll get another 2 while this is all going on, and we can use them to basically build buildings at the rate in which we can, since, well, at this moment in time, oh no, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, oh that was close, or it seemed to be close anyway. We need to make buildings faster since we have the resources. Well, it's more like we don't have to, but we might as well. So we'll just do this. It seems like the bots are attacking from here, so we'll that's basically what we'll do. We'll set up a nice, just going to put the patrol, there we go, so he gets all of this. I'm going to basically set up just some more defenses here, because it seems like this is where they're attacking from, as we can see from the dead bodies all over the place. That seems to be where they are focusing. There we go, set that up. Next one will probably be movement speed, depending on what's going on. You have a job, which is wonderful. You have just been made fresh out of the basket, and what we'll do is we'll get some air factories, because it looks like we won't be able to move too far when it comes to air, and we're also already getting attacked by land defenses, so we know where they are now, which is good. That's exactly what we were looking for, so that's nice to see. Commander has to get back actually, so we'll push him back, and there we go. We'll just set him on that path to basically stay away from the bad guys, which are the land things over here, and we will eventually push forward when we need to, and push for basically to push the enemy turrets back, because that seems to be what they are making.
Detecting an increase in production at the factories. This is a splendid development.
I do not understand, Father.
The code is adapting, morphing, mutating.
That is not good. That means that they will get better and bigger and stronger and faster. And that's exactly not what I want to do. Maybe for you, you scientists, you may like that. But for me, I have to fight it. And, well, that makes it all the much harder. Whereas now I'm doing alright. Obviously they are setting up more and more turrets, which is an issue. It seems like the more we go on, the more stuff they're going to make. but we are taking them out pretty fast, which is nice. We're taking out these engineers as they come. Nearly got the movement speed up, there we go. So that'll make us a little bit faster, and it'll basically mean that we can scavenge faster, which is exactly what we're looking for. We are kind of running out of resources now, but that's what you want to be. You want to basically be in a situation...
What is the story with Commander Gage?
I'll just let him
He was
talk.
a proto-Cybran like you, a proto-proto, if you will, whose parents volunteered him for the project. The initial changes I made to the Cybran symbiont program, his DNA, and to the alien terraform DNA produced a less than desirable result.
You tested on humans?
My child, without my quantum AI and the advanced computational power it provided, I can no longer run simulations like I could in the past.
Sorry, the music was getting a bit loud there, so I turned it down. Well, at least it was becoming loud for me. It may not be for you, but we'll find out in post-production, obviously. That's something I have to worry about. Probably should have tested it beforehand, but oh well, you can't get everything right. We are starting to basically just push forward. This is finally fully upgraded with its add-ons. So are you, and we will need at some point to start pushing forward with actual units and everything like that. But I'm still focused on defense. You? What the hell are you doing? I believe he is confused. So we must get him out of that rut. There we go. So he is sorted out. Maybe it was that extra speed. It just got to his head. It was like a drug to him, and everything went completely wrong after that. But as we can see, we are approaching rank 1 with this thing, which is absolutely wonderful. That's what we like to see. And maybe he was actually sat on one of these, which he was trying to scavenge. I do know that that can be a problem sometimes when it comes to actually scavenging and everything like that. Because, well, they obviously can't get it because it's right under their noses. They cannot scavenge when it's basically under his feet down here. And that was an issue. So, we are destroying all of these guys. I don't know why I clicked off, basically because I was worried about stuff going on. But right now, you are going a bit insane once again. There we go. We have set you up into the proper position. And we can just keep taking out these engineers. They keep firing them at us. Obviously, engineers are very cheap, so this won't be costing them quite a lot. They probably have some mass extractors up here somewhere. And then we'll find out later on when we actually have to deal with it. 7 research points is wonderful. Jump jets, pretty useful, but I think the tactical launcher is probably the best right now. When it comes to even sieging structures, which is basically what we're going to have to go through. Even though we have to deal with these droids and everything, with these point defense drones, we won't have to deal with them for long. So, moving forward, taking something like that tactical missile launcher will obviously be better for us. And they're throwing basically a ton of engineers at us now. We do need to sort this out. And it seems like shields and stuff like that would be pretty much useless. Because, well, they'll just walk through them. There isn't really anything attacking us right now. There's just these guys trying to convert us to their cause, which will never happen, since they will stick true to their leader, even Brackman, sorry. So, we've got our missiles shooting at something. Ah, yes, they're shooting at them to basically take them out. So as we see, we are already looking at the benefits of the mobile missile launcher, because, well, it's already taking out things out of the range of the main gun, which we didn't have before. And it should just keep on doing that, which will be very nice, scavenging and pushing us forward. So you boys are both done. We might as well just set up more turrets down here. And that'll do. The OCD in me is calling out, saying that is wrong, but that's okay. We actually need to see, can we get the converter? No, we can't. Well, that's very, very much annoying. But it's not the end of the world, because it means that energy, it really isn't an issue. And we'll just do that. We'll get this guy and put him on here, because basically we're going to be making a ton of ships. Let's just make 5 to start with, put them over here, see if we can start sieging the area as we do. Research is coming along lovely, which is nice. And even these turrets are definitely doing very well for themselves. Ivan is nearly up to level 2, so obviously he'll do more damage, have more health, all that good stuff. And that's exactly what we're looking for. with a behemoth, which hopefully can tank everything that's fired at him. And while we're going, we will get more and more upgrades for him, so we can push forward. The missiles from these bases are even hitting these engineers, which is absolutely wonderful. It basically means that that's added extra defense. And oh, you've got so much. Come on, you've gotta get some of this. And instead of attacking stuff, naval is probably where we need to go forward. Executioner class, we will get that, and basically the plan is to get some ships, fire over here, try and push it back, and then move around, and then push over here. Try and take out all of these, or as much as we can as possible, and then push back. You are getting attacked by something. You have moved out of the range where you can defend, but hopefully he moves back, since he probably won't shoot that. Well, that's exactly what I'm hoping he doesn't do. But knowing our commander, he is a bit brutish, he is a bit forward when it comes to stuff like this, so he probably won't. And as we see, he is still getting attacked, so we'll just move him back and then get him onto a patrol once again, so he doesn't do anything rash. We'll also do this while that's going on. You are done, so you can go on there just in case we need it. Obviously, engineers, as talked about before, they do give you a little boost when you are trying to build stuff, so that's exactly what we're looking for. We're still taking out these engineers, but we're finally making ships. Wonderful stuff. That's what we want to see. So there's one ship. Hopefully it can take out some of these turrets and things without getting attacked itself. That's basically what we're looking for. We're looking for units which can attack but cannot be attacked, and that is exactly what we will get from these ships. If we made air units, obviously they will get attacked by these anti-air towers. Make land units, they will obviously get attacked by these land towers. But with ships, they have a decent range, so they can attack away from all the stuff that's going on. And the commander keeps getting out of position. He is getting pretty much hit hard. So we will probably, let's get that next. Let's just increase his health. So if I do completely forget about him or something.
Capturing your army. This kind of defiant behavior is quite unusual for Cybran technology. You will want to keep a safe distance until we formulate a better plan.
Oh, they finally got one of the turrets. Okay, that's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. We can still keep taking them out, and while that's going on, we can just build another one, because we did lose a level 5 turret there, which is a shame, but it's not the end of the world. And let's just go there. Another ship is created, and as we can see, they are just hitting the buildings, which is what we want from them. But as I was saying, with the increased health, it basically means that if I am distracted by something else, which at this time I'm not, but if I am later on, it basically means that I can leave him for a while and he'll be fine, which is what we're looking for. We want something just to tank it up, to hit a ton of stuff, and just kill everything. And as we can see, he is going a bit psycho when it comes to it. And what I want right now is resources, so that's exactly what I'll do. I'll just get resources instead of him just jiggery-pokery and killing things. Because, well, the turrets right now, I think they're good enough to take out things. And we are starting to take out these turrets using our ships. While this is going on, we are also upgrading the ships. Basically, the more things they kill, the more experience they get, therefore they get better. That's how it works, which is wonderful. And you've just started making something, so you won't be making anything anytime soon. Let's just keep that up. Gunships would be a good idea, actually. I completely forgot about gunships, so we'll do that next. Flight speed is obviously good. Getting the Renegade. We also need the Executioner class, because that is one of these. We also need jump jets, which we will get at some point. And we'll just push forward, basically. We need to push these turrets back. And hopefully the ships can do that, otherwise we're going to be kind of stuck in a weird place when it comes down to it. Okay, right. We'll just push forward, see what's going on. Let's just get that. And we'll keep doing this, we'll just keep moving around with this guy. We are getting attacked, so it is definitely time to just move back. It looks like it was a turret which was just made. which was a bit of a shame. And we'll just spam this, basically. There is a ton of dead bodies here. You guys, get on your patrol, stay away, don't do anything stupid. That's exactly what I need you to do. Thank you.
Capture my forces.
You should consider using air units to escort your ground forces.
I'm trying to, but there are tons of air towers, and I need resources, which is something I'm trying to get. We are getting our research stuff up, which is great though, and then we'll start pushing about. We have our first 5 ships, which is great, and then we will make the executioner class ships, and then we'll push forward. They did capture something, I really don't know what, but we will find out soon. You are done, so you need to go over there. You are also done, so we're not going to run out of you anytime soon. So research stations, once again, I know it's a dull job, I know it takes a lot of mass and energy and everything, but it's something that we all have to do. Increase the rate of fire, that was a bad choice because, well I suppose when you look at it, we do have a lot of rapid fire point defense, or land defense basically, so it's a good plan because, well, nothing should really get past us. Obviously something may get past us, but you can see the ships are doing a really good job at taking out the towers and everything like that, so we don't... Let's just spam this again. We really don't have to worry too much about things like that, and then we'll just get those last few. Let's just keep Ivan just killing stuff and basically getting more resources. As we can see now, resources are definitely abundant when it comes to this because they're just throwing themselves at us, and that's exactly what we want. Oh, hello. They have decided that water is a way to go. Well, I'm sorry, I have too many ships for you, and that's just not gonna work in this current climate. So maybe you have to change your tactics, maybe you actually have to build units, but then that would actually take work. So maybe they're not going to do that, but we shall see. Coming up against an AI is obviously an interesting experience because, well, they either have certain pathing or they either work a certain way. So sometimes it is very predictable what they're going to do because you can learn their patterns and everything like that. An example of this would be these. It seems like the engineers are pushing forward the same number every time and slightly increasing in number every time. But while that happens, we have point defenses being built more randomly at the back, so that's an example of both cases. Obviously it's nice to have a nice mix if you're against it, because it basically it adds the random element, but also it adds something that you can work on, something that you can strive forward towards, and that's basically if we look at this, the land defense towers which are here, they are the stable, because I know they're going to keep attacking, so the land defense towers are great at stopping that. But when it comes to being aggressive, I have to think outside the box.
Now it's time to hunt those engineers down from the waters.
So let's get 5 of them, and then we'll push forward. We're actually pushing them back thanks to our ships, which is nice. And what we will do is we need gunships. There we go. The fighter bombers, the Gemini, are very good, but the gunships are just better taking out stuff that we're going to be coming up against, because obviously we see there is no real air around here, or air units, so we're not really going to be coming up against anything which will really hurt us. So we have to try and think outside the box when it comes to it. You are done, so I tell you what a great idea would be is to make another sea factory. Oh, isn't that
Yes,
amazing?
A battleship is an excellent choice for long-distance attacks.
The good old battleships. That's exactly what we'll do. We're just going to keep pounding and pounding and pounding and trying to push this turret line back. And what we will do is we'll take some engineers and everything like that and push forward with them. We have, let's see, let's just take that out. We might as well. We have jump jets, so if anything gets a bit crazy, we can move back, and we'll just keep doing that. As we can see, we're doing a lot of damage, which is nice to see, and we'll just set you up to patrol here. While this is going on, obviously our ships are firing in, which is nice to see. While this is getting built, we'll just set up the add-ons to be made first. And it's nice apart from that wall right there. So that wall is going to be an issue, as seen, and we'll need the air arms to help us with that, which I'm sure they will at some point or another, and that is what we're looking for. There's another big battleship dealt with, or at least made, so it can deal a lot of damage. As we can see, our destroyers are definitely racking up the points, and even the executioner classes, which have just been made, are doing exactly the same thing, which is nice to see, to be honest. You can do that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just keep killing the engineers. They're basically throwing tons of stuff at us. We'll get tons of upgrades for this as well, and what we'll do, we'll make 20 gunships, and they can help us push forward when it comes to actually sieging. What I want to do is push forward to this line, and then we can take these things, and then we can push past this. That's the idea. We will need some engineers to do this, and hopefully it works with the power of these boys, the power of Grayskull. But no, the ships. Hopefully the ships can do their job and basically take out all the engineers moving forward. A tech cache has been acquired, which is always nice. Personal shield is great, because it defends us a little more. Radar is nice. Jump jets, we already have them, but it's the extended distance. Let's see how far this is. Not very far at all, so we'll probably get the extended distance when it comes down to it, just because it is a lot further, if I remember correctly. So we're making the gunships. They are nice and bright because obviously they have that upgrade. One more is being made out of you, and you still aren't doing your job. Basically what I want him to do is to scavenge, but the thing is, because they're sending so many engineers across, basically what is happening is the ACU does not have time to scavenge, so it's just getting caught in killing one wave, and then the next wave comes, and then killing that one, and then so on and so forth, and obviously that is not what we want to see. The ships are still doing well, pushing everything back. What I'd like them to do is actually take out this though instead. I want them to focus on structures instead of the engineers, because the engineers will die anyway because of our wonderful wall, and we'll just keep banging on these air defense towers and everything like that. As we can see, we do a ton of damage to that, which is quite entertaining. We do an absolute metric ton of damage. Wow, that is quite impressive. But we're still making these gunships. We are nearly getting there. Dynamic power, pretty useless. Overcharge is something that would benefit us definitely in the long run. 5 rank. Wonderful stuff, Ivan. We will push forward soon then. You can build some rapid fire point defense drones, and then we'll push forward. Actually, no, a better idea would be to... How have you still not made that yet? And how have I forgotten what rally points are? There we go. Let's get you up to there. And after we've pushed here, and push to this point, what we will do with the ships is we will drag them around here to try and siege them from behind. So we're attacking them basically from 2 angles, which is, well, in my opinion, a very good idea. Ivan, in all of his glory, is basically going to be our land force. We do have some guys back here, but they are very small and very kind of useless, so hopefully Ivan can tank the damage. Obviously with overcharge we can do a lot of damage when it comes down to it, and that's exactly what we're going to do if they didn't have so many land point defense blah blah blah. So we're just going to move back, going to push over here, try and push forward our line, kill that air defense tower because it is not needed. Good stuff, so we're taking that out. Let's see what else we have. Jump jets, that's what we're going for. Wonderful stuff. We are getting attacked, which is a bit of a shame, but, well, it kind of makes sense. You are obviously going to get attacked quite a lot. We do need these gunships online. We nearly have 20, and that's probably when we are going to attack. In the meantime, I still need resources. Resources is definitely the name of the game, and that's something I don't really have right now, and I wish I had. But hopefully we will have them soon. All I have to do is take out this line here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try and save some resources until I push out, because if I save some resources, that basically means that I can expand on what I have already. I can take out the mass extractors. I can make the mass extractors, I can make some rapid fire point defense and everything like that, and I can get some more engineers to help the common cause, which is something that we all want. So, the engineers are definitely coming in. They are, once again, I wonder how many engineers have actually been killed here. This battleground has definitely been bloody, but not on my side. I believe I've lost a turret. And they may have lost thousands of engineers when it comes down to it, but we will find out, I suppose, very soon. So you are finally making the last am I saying that right? Let's see. Executioner class, of course I am. Good stuff. We've also made all of the gunships. So what we'll do is we'll make 3 engineers to go out of their way to basically push forward with Ivan when he has to. The ships will give some support, and that's how we're going to do it. Come on, Ivan, kill everything. There we go. He's definitely mowing the lawn with these boys, and we'll just set up a patrol. Very simple over here. And while this is going on, our gunships are ready. Mum's spaghetti, and we might as well just get this for you. Yeah, sure. And yeah, sure. That's actually really good, actually. I didn't even think about that. So our ACU is fully upgraded, so we'll definitely look at other stuff. His main weapon is absolutely hideous right now. It's completely amazing, which is wonderful. That's exactly what we're looking for. The engineers are nearly ready, so we will deal with that very soon. Ivan is still just getting as many resources as he can while killing these engineers. He is just wrecking them. It's absolutely wonderful to see. So, are they anti... no, they're all land. Okay, so what we're going to do is just push forward to here and then set up here. See if this plan works. If this plan doesn't work, then we may be in for a bit of a fight on our hands. Let's see. So now that our ships can actually see this, we can just decimate this line, which is wonderful. I'm just waiting for the anti-air turrets to fire, see where they are.
Constructed a wall of point defenses that are blocking the path to the data center.
I believe this may require an air force, though you will want to be extremely conscious of the anti-air towers.
Right, so we've made an air force. We are getting attacked. Well, no, we're not actually getting attacked at all. We're attacking their land defense, which is exactly what we want. What we are going to do is send all of our ships around here, though, to attack them from behind, because, well, they're kind of useless right now, because there are no anti-air turrets to be seen. All we really have is these land defense drones. Once we run into the anti-air stuff, we will obviously bring them back, but right now we're in a good position to keep just killing everything, and that's what we're going to do. These engineers are definitely getting through, though. Our gunships are doing absolutely no damage, which is really odd. You'd think they'd be doing quite a lot of damage, but I suppose maybe it's down to the fact that they're engineers. Maybe they're supposed to tank damage or something. That usually isn't the case. But we're just going to get these tech caches. We might as well, while we're going on to upgrade our units. Is there anything for air that I'm missing? No, let's get a dropship. Why the hell not? We'll just move over here, get this one, and then we'll just keep doing what we're doing. We'll just sit on these land defenses. It looks like we've found the anti-air guns. They are slightly back a bit, so we'll just push back here. It seems like I've lost some somewhere, or maybe I'm just terrible and I didn't make enough. So we're going to push forward with the ships. Hopefully these engineers over here, I'm guessing they're engineers since everything else has been engineers. I am making a generalization, but you know, it kind of makes sense. It looks like the anti-air stuff is actually hitting us, so we do have to push back. And while this is going on, we do have our free engineers, so I tell you what, it is definitely time to do this. And get you and do that. And then you, sir, are on cleanup duty. Exactly. Wonderful stuff. That's what you want to see from our guys. So, the ships are moving forward. Hopefully, they don't get given to the enemy. I'm just basically hoping we can kill them in time. There is a lot of engineers, but there are a lot of ships as well. And as we can see, we are kind of mauling the enemy. I wish it told us how far along they are to conversion, but obviously it doesn't. So I can pull them back and everything like that. Oh, this is bad. Actually, it's not too bad. We can take out the ships quite easily. I want to take out these first, though. The engineers are obviously causing the massive problems, and we'll just focus on that guy first, and then we'll focus on the ships. We do outnumber them quite significantly, so it shouldn't really be an issue. And what we shall do is go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then send them around. And hopefully that will help out. I basically just want to pin the engineers back here, so they can't attack us, or at least they shouldn't be able to attack us. They obviously will be able to do something, but right now we're actually in a very good position when it comes down to it. We've made another mass extractor. That basically means that we have more mass coming in. I wish we had energy converters and stuff like that, so we could push forward a bit, but unfortunately we don't. So that's something we can't do in the grand scheme of things. When you have finished this, I tell you what, we are going to take off, and you, who is idle, is going to finish this wall. Basically, the reason behind this is I want you to push forward and do something. But first of all, we need to get all of these, well, basically dead engineers. We need to get their goodies, we need to get their resources, and then we can push forward after that. It's always nice to have more resources just in case something bad happens, or just in case we do have to push forward or something like that. The gunships have so far done their job, which is nice. We haven't lost a lot of them, we've lost a few, and we're just going to keep pulling them back so they just don't get a little bit antsy and try and attack those anti-air towers, because obviously that's a terrible idea. Well, because, well, it's anti-air, it's air versus anti-air. It's never going to go well for you. And we're still attacking these land defense drones, doing a decent job at it. And looking at the structures, I'm guessing the majority of the factories making these things are here and here, so we will have to attack them at some point. We are getting a lot. Well, now that this guy's here, I tell you what we have to do. Let's go jumping. Let's go find out what is attacking us. And then, you know what we have? We have overcharge. So we have some of these. So what we're going to do is overcharge and go boom bada boom bada boom 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 bada boom bada boom bada boom boom boom, and just take everything out as we go. Oh oh oh, the commander. As you can see, this is why the commander is an absolute beast if you let him to be. It can also be an issue when it comes to a lot of things because, well, he is a badass. And let's just get this. The issue with that is if you let him become like this in multiplayer, he can be very, very, very dangerous. He can literally just take on a place himself, which is something you do have to be wary of, especially in overcharge mode. Hunker is obviously a brilliant ability as well. It helps you out a hell of a lot. And while this is going on, let's just get random upgrades that we probably will never use, but it's still useful. So we'll just keep going around, killing everything as we do. We have lost a lot of gunships, and by a lot I mean about 8. So not a ton, but just enough to be annoying. We are still attacking these land factories. The ships have done a grand job at staying alive, which is wonderful. And basically, we do need to convert that, but first I just want to stop the threat of these engineers coming in. And who's gonna do that? Of course, the ACU. The ACU is just gonna keep attacking and destroying everything in its path, and we'll just keep moving forward. There is nothing that can really stop him right now, save a line of land defense, and it looks like they don't have that right now. It looks like they've just gone for air defense, so they're not really going to do a lot.
Commander under attack.
An issue is, if we actually think about it, is the fact that if one of these engineers survives, basically that means that they can rebuild this whole entire base, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world because we're doing so much damage anyway. It would be quite easy just to move in once again and kill everything. The ships are doing a lot of damage as well, which is nice to see, and basically that means that, well, they are screwed. They can't really go anywhere. You either face the might of this dude at the front, or you just get mullered by everything from the side, because as we can see, you can't go into the north or the west or anything like that, so, you know, you just have to kind of deal with him. We're just going to keep pushing through, killing everything we can, and while this is actually going on, it would be a really good idea just to spam gunships. Gunships can stop everything going on, and it looks like if they want to rebuild this, they can, but it will take them years. And you know what would be a great idea? Just to keep this ACU going with his level 5 and his absolute mammoth amount of damage he does. He is going to jump over here. Right into the middle of everything. We got another tech cache, which is nice. We'll get this.
Can be accessed through your special abilities menu. To use them, select the ability, choose your destination, and the units will make the jump.
Oh baby, I'm already ahead of you. We don't have to worry about that. Jump jets are already here, as we can see with the ACU, and then overcharge is going to be hit. We are going to take out these guys first because they're obviously the guys doing damage to us. Overcharge is just going to wreck everything in sight, which is lovely to see. Turrets and factories alike, nobody is safe from the wrath of this. Yeah, this damage over time is actually doing a lot. I thought it wouldn't do a lot, but it's actually, basically it seems like it seems to stack, which is a wonderful thing. And as you can see, they're not really going to be able to, they're really not going to be able to come back from this. And if they can, well, you know, good on them. But that's not really going to work. You can attack me all you want. It's not going to work too well. I want to clear these guys off the map if I can. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We have 21 gunships. We're going to go up here. We're going to destroy everything in sight. We are going to kill... Oh, it's already dead. Tell you what. Jump jets. Why not? We might as well. So here come the gunships. A good big stack of 21 of them. Hopefully they can take out air defense towers without really being hurt. We have all of our research done, which is nice to see. Oh, we are actually getting hurt quite a lot, but hopefully... Oh, we lost one. That's a shame. But Big Daddy is here. And he's going to take out all the rest of these towers. And also that engineer. Is that everything? That is everything on the map taken out. So Big Daddy, after doing this, is going to go back here, convert this, and then we should all be going home, which is lovely. Just set up you guys so you're actually doing something instead of just stood there idle. And there goes Big Daddy. So what we'll do is we'll get the gunships, bring them over here, and then we'll be done and sorted. There we go, Big Daddy. Let's get this thing converted, let's use it, and for whatever devilish plan we have. I'm sure it'll be something quite remarkable. Obviously, using this type of AI interface, we could maybe basically get an army to attack itself or convert whole bases by themselves, and then we can just march in with some huge units and absolutely wreck
I have
face.
successfully retrieved the server core.
I greatly look forward to debugging its code in order to see what made the engineer's software go awry. In fact, I can't think of anything I'd rather do over the next 67 hours. Let us proceed through the jump gate to Dr. Snyder's facility.
Operation completed.
So it looks like next time we'll be going to Dr. Schneider's. Time was bad, combat was good, research was great, objectives was decent. I don't think we missed an objective, but we might have done. I didn't look at the secondaries. So after that mission, it looks like we're going forward with our pursuit of technology. So cheers, and I'll catch you next time.